Welcome back. It is Tuesday, July 2nd. The MLB, our 5 best bets are on the way. It's Austin joined by Logan. Let's dive into a recap of yesterday, a 1-in-1 day. Charlie Blackmon over in bases, sweat free. The man hit a home run on his 38th birthday, I believe. Charlie Blackmon, we appreciate you. Mets Nationals under 8.5. Logan, the floor is yours, man. Just don't get us demonetized.
Yeah, I know. You heard my rant in live time when we were talking last night, and I was like, oh my gosh. First of all, it starts with the CJ Abrams play, which I hope Austin can put up on the screen. I mean, amateur hour right through your legs, how you play shortstop like that. And we had Tyrone Taylor misplaying the ball in the outfield. You got 2 errors that tilted a great starting pitching performance from Peterson and Gore. They both pitched so well, and that I felt so good about that under. And then the late game happens. And if you told me, Logan, you're going to lose an under in extra innings for the second straight day, back to back with the exact same team you took, I'd say, oh my gosh, I'm snake bitten on unders. I guess I'm just not allowed to cash an under bet. I won't be touching. I promise you guys, taking a break from unders. I won't be touching them for a while.
Yeah, no, can't do any more full game unders, at least for a while. Maybe one team, but definitely not both. A brutal one there, 1-on-1 day. Did lose our long shot parlay, so if you sprinkled on that, that did lose. But without further ado, let's dive into today's picks. Before we dive into Dinger Tuesday, because this is a Dinger Tuesday, I do want to mention we do have our parlay of the day back. It's going to be the normal 2-leg hit parlay on odds. Check our top link in description. We'll track this one towards our record. 1 unit we'll be putting on it. So check it out. It should be live around 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Like I said, top link and pin comment, description, and at the bottom and at the end of the video if we can get it linked there. But without further ado, it is Dinger Tuesday. Now, Logan, I'm going to let you actually lead things off. You can talk about the giveaway. Let's just do a giveaway where if both of our guys hit a home run, we'll give away $100 to someone that just subscribes to the channel, hits the like button on the video. But I'll let you lead things off, and then I'll tell the people my favorite Dinger Tuesday. Who are you rolling with, though, on this fine Tuesday?
Yeah, it's Dinger Tuesday. Now, last week, Austin, you were the one that carried your way. You cashed your Dinger Tuesday. Mine, Corey Seager, he hit his bases but didn't hit the home run. So this week, I got surgical. I got in the lab, and I picked Jose Ramirez of the Guardians, plus 320. I mean, I like Jose a lot in a matchup against Chris Flexen, who Chris Flexen makes a lot of mistake pitches, hitting at home where there's sort of a generous right field, sometimes a wind tunnel even blowing out that way. I like Jose Ramirez a lot to hit a home run. He's one of those guys that hits for power. And if you make a mistake pitch, he definitely knows how to hit it. I love Jose Ramirez as a Dinger Tuesday look. But Austin, who you got for yours?
Spoiler alert for our parlay of the day. There's a good chance Jose Ramirez's teammate makes the hit parlay. So I think you probably know who that will be. Mine's going to be Seiya Suzuki of the Chicago Cubs. He is plus 390, which actually is the best value on FanDuel. And a reminder, if you don't know what Dinger Tuesday is, it is a promo. Just make sure you opt in on FanDuel, where let's say Suzuki and Ramirez don't hit home runs. Very unlikely. Both are smashing one. You'll still get $5 back for each person, each home run hit in their respective games. We obviously think there's some home runs hit in Cleveland, and I think there's some home runs hit in Wrigley. Got an over-under at 9.5. They're facing the Phillies. I think both these two teams can hit some homers. I think Suzuki could put a charge into one going up against Mercado, who's a rookie. Well, believe rookie, making his first ever start. We'll see how he does. So I really like Seiya Suzuki. Give him to me. If both guys hit a home run, Suzuki and Ramirez, home run parlay max, we'll give away $100 to one person that likes and subscribes. Last year, we hit several where both of our guys hit a home run. Have yet to hit one this year where both of our guys hit homers. This could be the week. But let's dive into our picks today. I already talked about the first one, our hit parlay of the day. I'm going to dive into a player prop, a guy that has wrecked us before. And this is our man, Luis Gil of the New York Yankees. I really like his over 16.5 pitching outs, minus 115 on Bet365. Now, I was close to taking Luis Gil's over in strikeouts. However, they kind of go hand in hand. I don't really need Luis Gil striking out a ton of guys. If he wants to get some one pitch outs, we'll take those as well. But I think he pitches pretty well here today. I like the 16.5 because maybe if he runs into some trouble in that 6th inning, Aaron Boone has been a guy that will take out some guys at 5 2/3 and let his relief pitching take him home after that. But I think he gets us to 6 innings pitched. We only need technically 17, 5 2/3, but whatever. Now, obviously, like I said, Luis Gil has burned us before. What do you mean? Well, last time Logan touched this prop, he took his over 16.5 or 17.5. Best I could do is 4 outs. Went 1 1/3 and got racked by the Orioles. Then his next start was against the Mets. Didn't pitch too well in there, and he had a tough June. 6.45 ERA. Now, 6.45 ERA, if he continues that, that's not going to work today. We're not going to cash this probably if he does that, because it's just, you don't cash a lot of outs props getting into the 5th or 6th inning if they're not even getting, if they're giving up a 6 or 7 ERA. But he faced some tough matchups in June. He faced the Orioles, Mets, Twins, Dodgers, and Red Sox. Now, if you just looked at those teams respectively versus right-handed pitching in June, they went first, second, fourth, fifth, and sixth in terms of WRC plus versus right-handed pitching. So is it a surprise he struggled? Not a ton, but today he gets a Reds, a team that was 20th in WRC plus versus righties in June. This is a Reds team that has struggled, and more importantly, the Reds' third lowest walk rate versus right-handed pitching in June. That's important because Luis Gil is sometimes a guy that will walk guys, and obviously walks not good for taking an outs prop. You don't want walks, you don't want long ABs. I don't think the Reds are going to get there. They got a lot of high strikeout guys in there. Ellie De La Cruz to be noted. And we know Luis Gil is a guy that can miss those bats. We've seen him have a K game with like 14 Ks before this season. And if Gil can control the walks, I think he has a very good chance at getting the job done. His walks allowed is 2.5, but it is plus 140 on the over. So very juiced towards the under. And if he can give up 2 or less walks, I feel really good about him getting to the 6th inning in this one. And like I said, if you look at his other props, his walks allowed, like I said, 2.5, but his hits allowed is only 3.5. Sure, juiced on the over, but still 3.5. You don't give out a 3.5 hits allowed number too often. His earned runs line, only 1.5, and his K prop is 6.5. The Reds' first 5 team total, 1.5, even value. So I think they think he pitches pretty well here, and I don't know if the Reds can swing for the fences if they want to, but I think he pitches decently. And like I said, a K prop at 6.5 since the start of May. He's had 5 or more Ks, which, like I said, his line 6.5 minus 130. 5 Ks is probably like minus 400. But in his 8, he's had 5 Ks in 8 of his 11 starts. And in those 8 starts, he went over this line at 7 of 8. So when he's getting the swings and misses, he's typically going farther into the game. I think he has a pretty good game tonight. Since the June 16th, so the last 2 weeks or so for the Reds, they faced 11 righty starters. 7 of 11 went over. The guys that didn't, they basically all got rocked. I mean, we think about Sonny Gray, what he did to the Reds, got rocked. Miles Michaelis got rocked. If Luis Gil doesn't get rocked here, I think he easily clears this line. I know he sucked for us the last time we backed him. Today, I think he's here to make some coin back for us. Luis Gil over and out. My favorite play of the day, minus 115 on Bet365. I do have another play coming, but I'll let Logan take things over for his favorite pick of the day, and I'll let you know there's not a full game under. Where are you going?
It's not a total. Yesterday swore me off those for a hot minute. Mine is a first 5 money line. I'm back in the Kansas City Royals on the first 5 money line, minus 120 odds on Bet365 is your best value there. Now, if you remember way back, I backed this exact same bet the last time Singer faced the Rays back in May on the first 5 money line. It was one of those terrible beats. It pushed, actually. They tied through 5. The Singer was trying to pick off the guy on second. He threw the ball into the outfield and naturally put that guy on third. He ended up scoring and tying through 5. So it was a brutal beat. And you know what? It's a good thing we got that we got that out of our system because, I mean, this has been the year of brutal beats for me. But we look at this matchup. I like it second time around, and I think we're going to get a little bit of vengeance back on our May self. Brady Singer starts for the Royals, as I just mentioned, 3.12 ERA and a 1.18 whip. At home, Singer only has a 2.8 ERA. He pitches a lot better at home, which is what we need to see because he's been shaky for a few starts this year. But he's been consistent at doing one thing, and that one thing is going to be important, and that's stranding runners in scoring position. Singer only allowing a 187 batting average with runners in scoring position. Going to be huge against the Tampa Bay Rays today because you got to limit the damage there. In June, the Rays are only hitting 232 against righties. Obviously, I know the calendar flipped to July, but still, I mean, if you look at a month's sample size, the Rays offense isn't all that impressive. I think Brady Singer can do his job today. I think he can get through the tougher bats like, the Yandy Diaz leading off. I think he'll do his job today. I think he'll be solid. And then on the other side, Royals have to bring the bats. They have to get us some runs through 5 and get Brady Singer some run support. Zach Littell starts for the Rays, 4.17 ERA, 1.36 whip for Littell. Littell he's been getting hit by both sides of the plate. 304 batting average to righties, 269 batting average to lefties. I mean, that's a pretty advantageous because the Royals will have guys that hit obviously righty and lefty. It's not like they're a team that normally stacks one side of the plate. They'll have an equal balance from both sides of the plate. Hopefully be able to get to Littell, who pitches poorly on the road. On the road this year, Littell has a 5.13 ERA. And with runners in scoring position, I mentioned Singer's good with those. Littell, that's been a weakness of it. He's allowing a 269 batting average with runner in scoring position. And with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position, he just needs to get out of the inning. He needs to get that last out. Well, he's still allowing a 286 batting average in that specific scenario. I think the Royals can get to Zach Littell today. And if you look at a very important thing when backing the first five, any sorts of first five bets, you have to see how they do first, second, and third time through the order, because they're going to get through they're probably going to get into some of the third time through the order. So you got to see, are they imploding? Well, Zach Littell, first time through the order, 308 batting average allowed. That's really high. Second time through the order, 255, okay, or 254. That's decent. I mean, still about average. And then third time through the order, he's allowing a 308 batting average as well. I mean, the Royals should be able to hit this guy around. And over their last 5 games, the Royals' bats have finally woken up a little bit. They've showed some signs of life in that Cleveland series. Royals hitting 291 in their last 5 games. I really like this bet. The Royals do their best amount of damage at home, where they're second best in runs scored per game. The best in the league in strikeouts at home, and then they're 5th best in hits per game at home. This is a great scenario for the Kansas City Royals, and I'm only backing them on the first 5 money line rather than the full game, because the Royals bullpen always scares me. They could easily blow a great Singer game and just make me sit there full of regret, as we saw yesterday with a full game. Sometimes you get weird stuff in the bullpen. I like to avoid that and just isolate it to the first 5 money line. But Austin, you got another pick. Where are you going for yours?
I'm going out to a game that we already kind of talked about. Logan took Jose Ramirez to hit a home run. Well, I'm not backing any Guardians in that game. I think there's some runs on the other side of the equation, which hopefully would help out our Dinger Tuesday pick in case you want to get some more promo money back. And I'm taking the White Sox and their team total over 1.5 in the first 5 innings, currently minus 125 on ESPN Bet. Now, I believe this is closer to minus 135 on DraftKings. I personally would play it to minus 145. I don't really like it at 2.5. There's not going to be a lot of team totals I take at 2.5 going forward. Personally, I feel like sometimes the difference between getting the 2 runs to the 3 can be a big difference. So I'll just rely on the White Sox, the team that I haven't really backed much this season, to get over this 1.5. And if the White Sox come through, I'll buy a jersey for them. Now, I won't lie to you, I actually have 2 White Sox jerseys coming in the mail as mistakes were made. Yeah, I'll talk about that later in life. However, this is a straight fade of Carlos Carrasco, who will start for the White Sox versus the White Sox, 5.27 ERA and a 1.4 WHIP. Not great. Now, Carrasco, we need 2 earned runs from him. He's done that in 9 of his last 11 starts. And sure, the second earned run could come in the 6th, maybe the 7th inning. But Carrasco, I just think they're going to be able to get some base runners on him, and we're just asking for a timely hit here or there. Now, his ERA at home is actually better, 4.56 compared to 5.68 on the road. But his WHIP is actually much higher at home, 1.56 WHIP compared to, I think a 1.3 on the road. So he's been giving up a lot of base runners. He's just been able to get those timely outs, but allowing a 316 batting average at home, it's not great. I mean, he's going to put some base runners on it. We just need a timely hit here or there. It is the White Sox. So, we are asking for a lot there, but the White Sox did already see him, saw him last month. Well, not last month. They saw him in May, obviously not in June, but in that start, 7 innings pitched, 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 of them earned. And they were able to get some damage on him, and they saw him for 7 innings. So a lot of these guys got more plate appearances. And while you probably don't remember a ton from May, you can look back at that footage and see the pitches he was throwing to you and probably have a pretty good success. I mean, we just saw, and not that this is a good comparison, but Luis Gil, he cooked the Orioles his first time through the order. They obviously looked back at their film, and they obviously rocked Luis Gil that second time. So seeing a guy second time, maybe I would probably lean more towards the hitters friendly. You probably get better at bats in there. And Carlos Carrasco has a lot of home run or more in 7 of his last 10 starts. So as the guy that could just take one swing of the bat. Someone gets on base and Luis Robert sends it into the bleachers. Could happen. They have home run power in there. And Carrasco, like Logan kind of talked about, you want to look at how they're doing first, second, third time through the order. Well, actually, second time through the order, he's allowing a 321 batting average. So we might not need to wait for that third time through the order, which is probably in the 5th inning. We could see some damage done on him in the 2nd. And he's also allowing a 318 batting average with runners in scoring position, 250 with 2 outs. And like I said, the White Sox, a lot of experience against him. Let's just talk about some hitters. Tommy Pham, 7 for 15 against Carrasco. Very good. Benintendi, 4 for 12. Eloy Jimenez, who's back, 3 for 7. Paul DeYoung, he's like 3 for 10. Corey Lee, who I really hope catches today. I believe he's their catcher. We don't want Martin Otto out Maldonado in there. No shot. That guy sucks. And then Luis Robert, 1 for 3. So they have plenty of experience against him. Are the White Sox a very good hitting team? No. I'm not going to come out here and say they win this game, but I think they can get 2 runs on Carrasco through the first 5 innings. There could be errors in there, which would help us out. Whereas if you're taking a Carrasco earned runs line, probably cooked there. But the White Sox, coming off a terrible game, 1 for 18 with runners in scoring position in that extra inning game against the Rockies. I think they're able to get at least a timely hit or two here. Are they a great team with runners in scoring position? No, but I like their team. They're getting healthier. Got Vaughn, Eloy Jimenez, Robert, Benintendi. Got a lot of fam. They got some guys in there that I think can hit those home runs, can get those extra base hits. They just need a timely hit here or there, and I think they have the potential to get them against Carlos Carrasco. So give it to me. We'll take the White Sox first 5 team total over 1.5. I don't really have any other pivots. I just want them to score. I am not trusting Chris Flexen. So don't want me to take White Sox run line. Nope, no shot. Just give me them 2 runs through 5 innings. But Logan, it is time for the best time of the day. And it is back for good. It's Nerfy Nation time, baby. Get the flags out. Get the rock music going. We're cashing a Nerfy. 6 quick outs. Now, we don't do Nerfies every day. I actually think the last one we took was actually on a Tuesday. Don't quote me on that. However, we did give out a couple leans, I believe, on Sunday. Those both smacked. Of course, unofficial Nerfies are free. They always hit. Today, we got an official one, and we're not going to waste any more of your time. Our favorite one of the day, we head out to Minnesota, where we'll be taking the Tigers and Twins. No run first inning, currently minus 128 on FanDuel. Now, won't lie to you, pretty juiced on a couple other bucks, like minus 145, minus 150. That's a little dicey for us. We don't like taking Nerfies that high. However, at minus 128, we will take a stab at it. That's I will talk about who will start for the Twins. It's Mr. Simeon Woods Richardson. Now, so far this season, he's been very good at Nerfies. 12-1, 4-1 at home. He's been very dialed in. The Tigers, our team, 14th in first inning runs. Worth noting, Tigers have scored in the first inning in back-to-back games. So they got those out of their system in Anaheim. Now we need some losses today, and we need a Nerfy from you, Tigers. But Simeon has some great stats. 229 batting average first time through the order, 190 with runners in scoring position, 154 with runners in scoring position and 2 outs, and only allowing a 194 batting average to lefties. He likely faces 2 lefties in the top 3, most notably Riley Green, who loves to hate us. Also, what I love to see, only 1 home run allowed in 26 innings pitched at home. So he's pitched very well at home. He's pitched very well in the first inning, and he's pitched well getting those guys in timely outs. Simeon, that is 3 outs, and eat out of ya. But Logan, I need you to take us home. Who's pitching for the Tigers today?
I'm just dead at how you're saying Simeon, not Simeon. Yeah, each way is probably correct in there. But
I've been watching too much of the Bridgerton, so don't blame me for being a little too crazy with my pronunciations. Don't blame me.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to get us 3 outs, though. And then the other guy that has to get us outs that we all know, it's Tarek Skubal starting for the Tigers. Skubal, 12-4 on Nerfies this year, 6-2 on the road, which is solid. I mean, it's Skubal, you got to go do your job. You got to get those 3 outs that we need. The Twins are 10th in first inning runs. They're a team that can be annoying sometimes in the first inning, but Skubal has been really good, especially when you dive into his numbers. Allowing a 199 batting average first time through the order, 194 with runners in scoring position, and 172 with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Those are the numbers that can make or break this Nerfy. Just no solo shots. I'm looking at this lineup and I'm like, yes, there are guys who can hit a solo homer in that one, but he's going to likely see Margot, Correa, Lewis, Miranda, and versus Skubal, you go pull their splits. Margot 2 for 7, Correa 1 for 7, Royce Lewis. Never seen him before. Royce Lewis, please keep your dinger out of the first inning. Thank you. And Miranda, 1 for 5 against Skubal. So no one's really seen him a ton and absolutely had his number, which is what we had to see, especially in a divisional game like this, where there's that familiarity. I really like Skubal. I think he gets us those last 3 outs we need. I understand it's juiced, right? That's why you got to line shop, and that's why in baseball you got to have multiple books. Because, I mean, some books really, really like to juice Nerfies. But either way, let's fight the flags today.
Let's fly the flags, baby. Definitely line shop because Nerfies are all over the place. But those are 5 favorite picks of the day. A recap. Let's do a recap. Quick recap. Tigers, Twins, Nerfy. Great. That one's smacking. 6 quick outs. White Sox first 5 team total over 1.5. We have Luis Seals over an ounce. We have Royals money line, and then we will first 5 money line, and then we will have our Dinger Tuesday picks. We're on Seiya Suzuki, and we're on Logan's pick, which hopefully both of these guys can hit him, Jose Ramirez. And then we obviously are going to do our parlay of the day, which once it is live, I will link it somewhere above Logan's face. You can go click it. You go check out the 2 favorite hitters we love to get a hit today. So go check it out. Let's have a wonderful day. Let's have a 5-0 day. And if we go 5-0 today, we're both recording shirtless tomorrow. Let's have a great day. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Peace.